Hailie Deegan's life is quite a story, going from a little girl in Temecula, California to a superstar in car racing. Hailie was born on July 18, 2001, to a loving family that loved motorsports. Her dad, Brian Deegan, was famous for his freestyle motocross and off-road racing. He even helped start the well-known Metal Militia, so it wasn't a shock when Hailie also fell in love with motorsports. But first, hit that like and subscribe. Hailie started racing when she turned 8 and got a trophy cart for her birthday. She had already been riding dirt bikes at 7, so she quickly showed she had a knack for racing. In 2009, at just 12 years old, Hailie raced in the trophy cart class of the SXS Stadium Series and won. This big win was a sign of what was to come in her racing career. In 2013, she broke records by being the first woman to win a championship in the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series in the Junior 2 Karts category. Hailie didn't stop there. She continued to do well, winning the Modified Kart National Championship in 2016 and was named the Lucas Oil Off-Road Driver of the Year. These big wins showed she could hold her own in a sport mostly played by men. But Hailie wanted to try something new. In 2016, she switched to racing on paved tracks with Rev Racing. She began racing asphalt late models in 2017 and was named to the important NASCAR Next class, showing she could become a NASCAR star. In 2018, she took a big step and joined the NASCAR K&N Pro Series West, racing for Bill McAnally Racing. She made more records by being the only woman to race in both the K&N Pro Series West and the K&N Pro Series East in the same season. Her talent amazed people, and she won the NASCAR Diversity Young Racer Award in 2017. Hailie kept moving up in the world of racing, and in 2019, she signed a full-time contract with DGR Crossley in the ARCA Menard Series, showing she was a serious competitor. That year, she also raced in the K&N West Series, doing really well and coming in 3rd overall. Later in 2019, Hailie focused only on the ARCA to prepare for bigger NASCAR races. The next year, she joined Multimatic Motorsports in the IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge, proving she could handle different types of racing. Her hard work, skill, and never-give-up attitude won her many fans and awards, including the 2020 ARCA Menard Series Rookie of the Year. In 2021, Hailie Deegan reached a new high point in her career. She spent the whole season racing in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series for DGR Crossley. She was doing so well that she was named NASCAR's most popular driver in the Truck Series. However, life wasn't all smooth sailing for Hailie. She got into problems because of things she said in her podcast. She called the pandemic a hoax. She also used an offensive word during a webcast on her Twitch account. As a result, NASCAR made her take a sensitivity training course. Despite all that, Hailie never forgot to help others. She teamed up with Ford to give out lots of turkeys and hams to families who needed it during Thanksgiving and Christmas. This showed her kind and giving side. Throughout her career, Hailie has shown she's not just a great racer, she's also a role model. She has broken down barriers for women in the racing world and inspired many young racers. Her grit, talent, and friendly personality have won her many fans. She's proof that if you love something and work hard, you can achieve great things. Her journey is an inspiration to anyone who dreams of following their passion and becoming the best. Hailie's career has had its ups and downs. Her rise in NASCAR has been impressive. With 3 wins in 2 seasons, she was hailed as one of NASCAR's future stars. She then moved from Toyota Racing Development to Ford Performance, a move that put her in a better position. Hailie did well in her first season in the ARCA Series and finished 3rd. She also made her debut in the Truck Series, finishing 16th. In 2021, she raced full-time for DGR Crossley in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, but her performance in the Truck Series was inconsistent. There were times when things got tough and she was knocked out of races, but this wouldn't have happened if she'd been leading the races. Hailie finished in the top 10 3 times in those 2 seasons. Her best overall finish was 17th in 2021 with an average finish of about 21st. She was about to get a fresh start with DGR Crossley, one of the top Truck Series teams, switching back to Ford in 2022 after a stint with Toyota. Hailie, who had struggled to consistently finish in the top 10, was looking forward to a better season in 2023. But the start of the 2023 season was rocky. In the very first race, Hailie was involved in a big accident that affected the rest of her season. She qualified 5th in Las Vegas, a personal best, but quickly fell to the back of the pack and ran into problems. She did manage her first top 10 finish at Thorsport at Texas, but the rest of the season was disappointing. The season has been quite a roller coaster for Hailie. Despite the challenges, she continues to fight, always giving her best on the track, even in the face of adversity. Her story inspires many, reminding us that it's not about how many times we fall, but how many times we get back up. In the closing months of 2022, the motorsport world witnessed an intriguing event. Hailie Deegan, a name well recognized among racing enthusiasts, made her first venture into the cutthroat realm of the NASCAR Xfinity Series. The event unfolded on the high-energy stage of Las Vegas, a city famous for its high stakes and thrilling atmosphere. Racing under the banner of the Bobby Daughter team, Deegan's inaugural appearance was quite the spectacle, finishing a noteworthy 13th. Her commendable debut performance lit a spark among her fans, a group that includes not just the everyday enthusiasts, but also seasoned commentators. This impressive feat prompted a widespread call among supporters, encouraging her to take a permanent leap into the Xfinity Series. She further fueled their excitement by setting a new record, the highest finishing position for a female driver in a series debut. Disappointingly, though, this hope-filled narrative took an unexpected turn. Instead of climbing the ranks in the Xfinity Series, Deegan found herself back in the Craftsman Truck Series, a space marked by a third successive season of lackluster outcomes. The flurry of media attention that once fervently orbited Hailie Deegan has since dwindled. However, while the buzz may have died down, numerous questions about her career still hang in the balance. Is Deegan teetering on the edge of becoming a NASCAR flameout? Does the Craftsman Truck Series fall short in cultivating young talent? Would a switch to the Xfinity Series serve as the catalyst to jumpstart her performance? These intriguing issues frequently form the subject matter of weekly podcast sessions held by a pair of NASCAR enthusiasts. In a recent discussion, one of them wondered if Deegan was falling behind in NASCAR. Contrary to this belief, others argued that a slump does not equate to irreversible failure. As long as Deegan doesn't retire from racing or find herself encumbered by a subpar vehicle, it's unjust to brand her as a failure. Her annual achievements might be underwhelming, but it's too soon to write her off. At the tender age of 21, her youth is a factor that needs to be factored in. They would only consider her a failure if she were on the brink of exit from the sport. However, they also acknowledged her trajectory seems to be leaning in that concerning direction. Despite her sole Xfinity race being back in 2017, her performance was commendable, but the argument of her being young and new to the Truck Series has begun to lose its traction. The racing pundits admitted to understanding the difference in driving styles needed for the Truck and Xfinity Series. However, they pointed out that the merit of this argument is waning, especially when viewed against the backdrop of an emerging generation of young truck drivers. Individuals like Corey Heim, Carson Hocevar, Zane Smith, and others are etching their names in the sport, reshaping the narrative. What are your thoughts on Hailie Deegan's career trajectory in NASCAR? Do you believe she can bounce back and make a successful transition to the Xfinity Series, or do you think her struggles in the Craftsman Truck Series might hinder her future prospects? Let us know your opinions in the comments below. Hit that like and subscribe for more.